visual arts as well. I did myriad of paintings at the time. And, like I said, the core is storytelling. The medium is the one that is different. So within that period of time, we sort of took a pause as a production house because we definitely could not be able to get to a point where people could come to the National Theatre. You understand?
Yeah.
The government definitely chipped in and it helped us to some extent. But like I said, the experience that we offer cannot be replaced through online experiences, right? That's why it has been able to withstand different challenges over time up until where we are today as a society. It's definitely something that I would not want to go back to. I'm praying to God that we never get to a point where we have another pandemic.
All of us,
we are praying for the same, because then it got to kill very many, very many experiences that people used to enjoy. And it's only now that these experiences have begun to bounce back. Yeah.
Interesting. So now that we are saying we are almost done with COVID, probably done, or we are able to manage, COVID.
Let's just say we are able to manage
COVID. Yeah. So this is I believe you have something coming up.
Yes.
So is it the first one after COVID?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more of that.
It's the first production this year that we're going to be doing at the National Theatre. It's our first production post COVID-19 as well. The story, or rather the play, is called Paramo, right? And Paramo, interestingly enough, is a name that means an illicit lover. So we decided to take an interesting tangent within this month of love, if you will, right? Where everyone is just celebrating love in their own unique way. We decided to just begin to tell people about the dangers of illicit love at the end of it all. Not very many people have come across that name, and it's working for us because
what is illicit love? Tell us.
Illicit love is, let's say, for example, if you're married and you decide to go and have, extramarital affairs, right? The person you are having an affair with is a paramour. It's a very, very new vocabulary from what we are used to. Mpango wa kando. Exactly. Side chick or side guy. It depends on, So that basically is what the story is all about. We're trying to tell people that, hey, in this month of love the people that you have. Don't get others. You understand? Remain with the one that you have, because as human beings, we have been created to, only love one person at a particular time. And if I have decided to give my love to you, it would be very unfair for you.
I wish men in Kenya knew that, honestly.
That's why we are telling them. That's why we are telling them. That's why we are telling them. That's why we are telling them.
More often, in this case, more often.
And it's not just men. I think there are a couple of women out there who are also paramours in their own way, because it takes two to tango. You understand?
Yeah, sure.
I cannot be able to engage in an extramarital affair alone, right?
Yeah.
I need a partner. So the partner is a paramour in her own self or in his own self, and so is the person who is, propagating the act as well. Yeah.
Crazy. So what are you looking forward when it comes to now, this day that you've... What is the exact date?
The play is going to be at the National Theatre in February 19th. We have two shows, the 3 p.m. show, and we also have the 6 p.m. shows. And
so it's 5 days after Valentine's.
It's 5 days
What
after
are you
Valentine's.
looking forward to?
We are looking forward to different people coming in. Yeah, we're looking forward to a lot of people coming in and basically having an experience that is unlike any other that they have had. You understand? It's an excellent place that you can be able to take, your loved one for a date. And by loved one, I don't just mean the person that you're romantically involved with. You understand? Take this person, let's say, for example, it could be your mom, it could be your dad, it could be your brother, it could be your sister, it could be your friend, right? Bring them in and let's talk about love, because love is a beautiful thing. The Bible says that love is the greatest one of all. You understand? Let's come and talk about love. and let us begin to tell people about the dangers of illicit love. And things like hate are a form of illicit love, because interestingly enough, the moment you engage in the opposite, you understand, then the strength or the power with which you exercise a particular thing, right? It's the same. The Bible says very, very clearly, love is just as strong as hate. You understand? So if I love you 100%, and then you decide to go get a paramour,
It's a
I
very
will
thin line.
hate you
Yeah, true.
100%.
True.
Yes.
True.
And that one ends up being dangerous at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I read a book one time called The World's Greatest Crimes of Passion, right? And it was just a series of stories that basically were talking of people who have had paramours and the experiences that they have had, the negative experiences that they have had from that. And it's tragic. It's tragic. People
tend to
shouldn't have paramours.
But do they listen though?
We hope they will.
Yeah.
And I got this story one time when I was basically looking into the story of David and Bathsheba. And if you look at that story in itself, you will begin to understand that the end of an illicit affair is death. No matter who you are, what your station is, what your stature in society is, what level or what kind of cadre of person you are.
It won't end nicely.
It will not end nicely.
Yeah.
So we are using death as a metaphor for not necessarily the actual physical death, right?
Yeah.
That may happen.
Yeah.
Because I can also go to an extent of killing the person that you decide to cheat on me with. Right? You understand? But also in yourself, you will be dying slowly, slowly, and slowly. Nelson Mandela said something very, very powerful. Human beings are born naturally to love. If you look at kids in school, they usually love easier and faster as opposed to how they would despise a particular person. So our natural inclination is to love.
Like the instinct is to love someone.
The first instinct is to love someone, to take care of this person, to appreciate this person.
Yeah.
We are taught how to hate.
Yeah, we're taught how to hate. Through experiences.
Through different experiences. And one of these experiences, and that is why we even have this play and this production coming in, is the negative experiences that come when people decide to have paramours. And it is so, in my view, it is so bad in society. I normally like wasting time sometimes watching, memes online. And if you look at a majority of the memes that are, shared around, they are basically making a joke, encouraging, you understand, people to have illicit affairs. Why? Why? Why would we be entertaining something that is definitely death upon ourselves?
I know.
You understand? It's
like
basically...
I tend to believe it doesn't give you peace.
It doesn't.
It doesn't give
It definitely won't give you peace.
Yeah.
And why then would you be entertaining something that does not give you peace? You see, it goes against the grain. You understand?
Yeah.
And we're basically trying to tell people, the different people that are going to come and watch this particular production, hey, let's try and steer society in a different direction. Let us try and be the agents of the change that we need to have in this society at this time. Because remember, if, for example, I, as a person, am not having any illicit affairs outside of my marriage, you understand? Then it simply means that I am sensitive to the feelings of the other person. So therefore, I will not also find myself in a position whereby I will either say or do something, not just to the person that I am romantically involved with, but also to the person, let's say, for example, who is of a different tribe, who is of a different race. It cuts across the board, and the disease is the heart.